Guys, welcome back to the channel. So today's video, we are doing a trailer reaction to Mortal Kombat. I'm not gonna do that because then I'm gonna get copyright. But guys, this trailer we've been dying to see, and we've been dying to get into this. Of course, after the reaction, I'm gonna do a full breakdown on the actual trailer, and first off, let's get this started. So this is a new Mortal Kombat movie. We haven't had one in years, and this one's kind of like a newer take on, and kind of like a whole reboot of the Mortal Kombat franchise. So you're gonna see a lot of things that are different, because of course they're going off of the main material, which is the video games. If you are familiar with the video game franchise, you guys know a lot of these characters, but they're kind of switching up the story just a little bit, um, because there's no Johnny Cage. There's no Johnny Cage in this movie, at least as we know right now, unless they're keeping that hidden. But as of right now, there's no Johnny Cage. So I'm kind of thinking this Cole Young is kind of like, and he's still questionable. We still have, I mean, we have a little bit of details about who he is, but I don't know if he's still gonna end up being a Johnny Cage character, or to just getting rid of the whole Johnny Cage name, or I have no idea who this guy is, to be honest with you. There's just so much things you could break down. I think we have broken down who he was back in my wish list video I did for Todd McFarlane. So if you guys want to go back and see that, you guys could go watch that of my full breakdown about who Cole Young is. But this is the first time director and the first time screenwriter. So the director is Simon McQuoid. You know that he's getting his full first time big shot on the screen, so that's a little bit of worrisome for me, as well as the screenwriter as well. But it's also being produced by James Wan, so I'm not sure how much big, how much James Wan is in this movie, like how much he's putting with this movie, how much effort he's putting into it. Maybe he just behind the scenes and like telling them, okay, this works and then that doesn't work. I have no idea, to be honest with you, but I'm still a little bit worried about that as well. So we're gonna get the full breakdown, and I mean the full trailer. So here's my reaction to Mortal Kombat. Let's do it.
First learned about this 7 years ago on a mission in Brazil to capture a wanted fugitive.
Whoa.
When we got there, it
Oh my god, that's sick. Oh, that's so badass.
Superhuman abilities.
He just ripped that man's arm apart.
It had the same marking you do.
There's Cole Young.
It's a birthmark.
What do you mean?
He was born with it.
It's not a birthmark.
Not a
Cole.
birthmark, Cole.
It means you've been chosen.
Throughout history, different cultures all
Oh
over
my
the world
god.
reference a great tournament of champions.
Oh, Raiden versus Shang Tsung right there.
That dragon marking. I think it's an invitation
Scorpion.
to fight for something
Hanzo.
known.
Oh, that's so sick.
As Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
These are your champions.
I'm Sonya. That's Kano.
I'm Liu Kang.
it's crazy seeing Kano as a good guy.
Thanks, Jax.
Kung Lao.
Kung Lao.
Lord Raiden. The fate of Earth is in our hands.
Ooh. Oof. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
No matter how many
Hellfire, yes.
ground, we will not fail. Kill them.
That Shang Tsung looks so dope. Oh, the dragon. What? Was that a Goro jumping through the air?
Sub-Zero. Get over here.
What? guys hear the theme in the background? Was that a reptile? Wait, we got so much to break down. Oh my god. First things first, that was a badass trailer. If you weren't hyped for that trailer, I don't know what could get you hyped. There was a lot of people on the fence. I followed the Sideshow, which is the they make the Hot Toys, or they're contributor of oh my god, Hot Toys. They're a contributor from them, and I posted the trailer and the reaction, and a lot of people, when before we were posting the posters, a lot of people were on the fence, and then I posted the trailer on that group, and a lot of people were super hyped for this trailer. So it got a lot of people who were kind of disinterested in the trailer. I mean, in this movie, now kind of got them kind of hyped, and people were pretty happy with this first trailer. And yeah, I mean, it did the same thing for me. There's still a little minor things that still kind of I'm still on the fence on. And one okay, I'm just gonna get the negatives out the way at first. First off, let's talk about that Melina. I don't know what's going on with that Melina. I don't know why. I mean, I kind of figured that they're giving her the modern, I mean, the like a modern, a real realism look to her, because this movie is real realism. But for me, it's why they decided to take out the teeth. Because if you guys don't know Melina has these set of teeth that comes out of her mouth. Like, her mouth is just sharp teeth going all around. You guys have it known by now. I posted the picture. So there's a good shot of Melina right there. And then in the movie, I don't know why they decided to take that out. So that's probably a real big negative. I'm still not liking the look of her, but I have to see her on the screen for me to get my full shot. It was just a quick scene of her stabbing someone. Um, that I wasn't really feeling that as well. And then another one, so there was that quick up of Raiden. Now, this Raiden guy, I don't know who he is. But he's gonna have to prove me wrong, man, because he don't look like Raiden. He really don't. And that's kind of disappointing, man, because I was looking forward to this Raiden. Raiden definitely has to play a huge part. If you follow Mortal Kombat for years, if you've been playing the games, you guys know how important Raiden is into the story. You guys know that he's just a big part of the Mortal Kombat franchise, and for him to, I don't know, just something about Raiden, man. I mean, you know, but then again, I have to see him on screen to give my full thing. And then lastly, my last negative I have on the trailer is that Get Over Here. That Get Over Here was garbage. Now, now don't get me wrong. I mean, it was him being Scorpion. The Hanzo in this movie is pretty badass. But I was kind of hoping they gave him like the demon voice that he has in the MK video games, because he's a Hellspawn. Now, I don't know if they're switching it up, that he's still real, if he hasn't died yet, so that's why his voice sounds normal. So maybe that's a reason why he doesn't have the demon voice. But still, kind of, that Get Over Here was kind of weak. I'm not gonna lie. Um, and plus, if you guys notice that he's actually just a chain, so the actual chain is not coming out of his hand, so it's really coming out. I mean, he has a chain, so yeah, there's one of the big negatives right there, and probably the last few big negatives of the whole trailer. Okay, so now let's just talk about the whole trailer. So it starts off when, this icy, frozen like place. It looks like old abandoned building, and then it shows Jax walking through the building. So he must have had some type of call, from the special forces to go into this thing to go track down this a high valuable target or whatever, and he's walking in there and it looks to me like he gets straight up, he gets destroyed. And then there's that badass scene, you know, him get into it with Sub Zero. You know, he has the gun and Sub Zero just straight up ambushing him, and then you know he goes to go shoot Sub Zero, and that's what Sub Zero freezes the gun. I mean that scene right there, to me it's so badass. And then you got Sub Zero like turning his head, looking at the rifle, and what, and just like, I just froze your gun. I could see the bullet going slow motion out of the gun. That's a badass scene, man. I mean, that just to open the trailer, just to get you hyped, and then him just completely wrecking Jax. I mean, he wrecks Jax so much. I mean, he freezes his arm and then snaps his arm off. I mean, that's so badass. I mean, you gotta be hyped just looking at it. And then after that, we get a shot of Sonya Blade. I'm not sure how I like this Sonya Blade. I have to see her in action, but I think I should do fine for now. And of course, she's talking to Ko Young, and then she gets Ko Young to realize that he is special. You know, he has this, you know, the MK logo tatted on him. You know, so like I said, don't know too much about him besides him being an MMA fighter. And then you know, it's a quick scene of Jax, and then there's this shot right here of Melina. She's walking to somewhere. I don't know what it is, but she's looking over like the horizon or whatever. So it looked like she's getting ready to ambush somebody. She must have got some orders. And then there's this little quick scene of this little like monument or whatever. It looks like somebody like them, like an MK tournament. You know, it looks like people cheering in the background or whatever. Actually, I have no idea who this is. Could be Shao Kahn, slimmer version of him. I don't know who's on the ground. It's real hard to tell who those people are. Uh, of course, like they're breaking it down, and then there's that little quick shot of Shang Tsung and Raiden. Look like they're getting ready to either face off or talk about it, but it looks like it's that same area where Jax got ambushed. So this may be setting up where Shang Tsung goes up to him and tells Raiden, like, "Hey, I got the tournament. If you want to get involved in it." So there's that. Then there's that quick shot of Ko Young looking at himself in the mirror. You know, he's probably a little actors effect or something that happened to him. And then there's that little cool quick shot of Scorpion without the mask on. He looks so badass in that shot as well. He got a little bit of hellfire in the background, but it's actually, you know, like a quick little scene. I guess him getting like a uh I don't know what to call those, like what they call it, flashbacks, but like flash forwards or whatever, and Cole Young like reacting to it. It's pretty badass. And then there's that quick shot of Hanzo, you know, getting his dagger, look like he's about to get ambushed, and him just wrecking these little plebs. You know, he's wrecking these guys. He's about to get ambushed, so might be before, I don't know, but still a badass scene as well. And then there's that quick shot of all four of Liu Kang, uh, Sonya Blade. Looks like Kano. I'm still surprised Kano's a good guy in this damn movie as well. It looks like Ko Young as well. So no Kung Lao in that shot yet. So I don't know if he's gonna show up a little bit later. But looks like Sonya Blade was training with Kano, and then there's that laser eye that Kano was doing. So, like I said, he's still a good guy in this movie. At least we know for the first part of this movie, for right now. There's that quick shot of Liu Kang messing around with his fire, which is so badass as well. You guys don't know Liu Kang, he has the Dragon Fist, which he has fire that comes out of his hands. So that's part of his ability. So it's pretty dope as well. Then you got Jax getting ready to wreck some fool. Now I don't know who was that guy he was about to wreck, but he has armor. Yes, it's hard to tell who that guy was, to be honest with you. Um, even in like the photo, it's kind of hard to break it down. Uh, let's see. Huh. Wonder if that could be like some, because the guy had like a ponytail. So I wonder if that could be like Cabal or somebody. That's pretty interesting. But he looked like he's about to wreck that fool. Um, and then there's that quick shot of Raiden, with his electricity. And like I said, man, I don't know, man. I'm not feeling this guy's face. Um, he's gonna have to. This guy's gonna have to sell me on this Raiden, man. Seriously. There's just something about him. Of course, like I said, but I don't want to keep going to the video games because this is not the like. It's a movie. It's not the video game. So of course, it's like comparing comic books to the movie. It's like, okay, that's the comic books. This is the movie. So it's kind of like the same thing. It's like this is a video. It's the video games. This is the movie. So like I said, but I don't know. I'm not feeling this. This Raiden. And of course, Raiden looks like he's talking to Jax, and then Jax getting ready. It looks like he's messing around with his hands, his cyborg hands, and just messing around with it, getting a whole touch of his hands, which is so badass. Um, and then there is Scorpion with his Hellfire. Scorpion looks so badass. He has the mask on. He has the Hellfire going all around him, looking so sick as well. Then there's that quick shot of Liu Kang walking off with the Horizon. Look like he's getting ready to try to find someone. There's that another quick shot of Scorpion without the mask as well. Looks like he uh, getting ready to wreck somebody. And then there was a quick shot that really went by so fast. It looks like Kung Lao's training with Ko Young, or maybe ambushes him. So I want to know what's the story behind that. But I don't know. But they're fighting, and then there was that quick shot of Melina. So, so it does look like she has the teeth right here, but then the teeth looks like, I mean, there is like some type of teeth in the on the side cheek, but my biggest problem is like it's not enough. It's not actually showing, and that's kind of bothering me. I'm just not feeling this Melina, just really not, and that's really disappointing because, dude, it's gonna piss a lot of MK fans off, especially when people really, really love Melina. I mean, seriously, people really do. So people are really, really gonna be, pissed off about that. But like I said, guys, see her on the big screen. And then there's that cool badass statue of Shao Kahn. I mean, it just looks so badass. He has the arm, the hammer behind him. If you guys played MK9, you guys know about that hammer as well. I mean, it's just a badass statue. I highly don't think we're gonna get any type of Shao Kahn in this movie, but it's so badass even to see a statue as well. And then there was that quick shot. If you guys peeped it out in the trailer, there was that quick shot of some floating thing landing on top of a ledge. That was Reptile. So that's so badass in that scene as well. And then after that, there's a quick shot. It looks like Melina in the background as well as Sub-Zero with, of course, Shang Tsung in the front. I really like this guy. I've seen him in the Netflix series. He was in I forgot the name of that show, but he was it has something to do with Marco Polo. But there was like a spin-off that they had. He was in one of those shows, and he was badass in that show as well. So I really like this guy. He's a real good actor. And then there's that shot of, it looks like some smoke, and I don't know who was walking out of it. It looks like Bihan, probably. I'm not really sure. But yep. And then there's that shot of Liu Kang with the fire. Um, doing it on the floor, doing his signature. The dragon coming up from the ground. Oh my god, that was so badass as well. And then to me, one of the best shots in this whole damn movie was Goro jumping out of nowhere, just in full form, just I really like how this Goro looks, man. It definitely used that modern touch. Um, Especially from the older movie as well, because there's that ugly model that they had of Goro, which Goro was one of the best parts of that movie still, even though he looked it super ugly. And then looks like he's ambushing probably Liu Kang or somebody. But man, that's so badass. It's just him jumping out from the ground, um, about to wreck somebody. And then there's that scene from that trailer in the teaser that we had. Looks like Bihan doing his ice attack as well. It looks like he's fighting Liu Kang as well, and then there's that slow motion scene where he's making his icicle blade, which is so badass. Scorpion looked like he's reacting to it, like whoa, like who is this guy? And then there's that badass fight that they had. So Sub Zero ripping off Scorpion's skin, stabbing him in the back, then doing his I wouldn't call that a fatality, but just one of his attacks, his icicle blade wall, whatever you want to call it, him throwing Scorpion through it. And then there is this part of the scene which not really feeling this as well, because he has the chain coming out of his coming out. There's like some type of piece on his hand that's coming out of his arm. So it definitely doesn't look like it's coming out of his hand, like like Scorpion's blade comes out of his hand, or his whatever you want to call that. His come over here, it comes out of his hand, but it looks like this one's coming out from a piece of accessory in his hand, and not really sure I like that, because like I said, this is supposed to be the Hell Demon Scorpion. So like as I was saying earlier, maybe uh he doesn't have the demon voice, so he does the get over here thing, and not one of the best parts of this trailer. That's the only part I really don't like. And then one of the coolest parts of this trailer is we get some sort of techno music, which to me is badass. It's their own little um montage of it. And then it looks like we get uh Shang Tsung yelling at somebody, and then looks like Melina getting her stomach ripped open. It goes by real fast, but Shang Tsung yells finish them, and then somebody's look like they're getting their body open. Looks like Melina probably. I don't know why would they put that in the trailer. Then looks like Sonya Blade's facing off against Melina as well. There's that quick shot of Kano ripping a heart out of somebody. So I don't know if that was reptile. Um, but I mean, we get a better shot of that little image right there. But it's real hard to tell who that person was. Okay, so it does look like it was reptile. So he was ripping open reptile. He ripped out the heart of reptile. I'm not sure that you should put that in the trailer. If you have reptile dying this early in the movie, why would you put that in the trailer? So hopefully, I mean, I don't know how to think of that. Maybe it was a reptile, probably some pleb or something. But if that was the reptile, which I'm not sure if I feel that reptile. I kind of wish they would have gave reptile a human type body instead of like an actual reptile body. But he does rip open Reptile's head. Also, real quick thing to notice in this trailer with Kano doesn't have his signature like plate in his eye, so that could just tells me that he's not ready to turn heel, like using a WWE turn. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole trailer. I mean, it's still a badass trailer, even though it has some negatives, um, like some minor negatives to me. But for a first trailer, it's pretty good one. I'm pretty hyped for this movie. Like I said, I just really hope I'm not trying to. I'm trying to go in this movie without like thinking about the video games, because if I think about the video games, every little thing is gonna trigger me. So I'm gonna try to go in here with like a fresh mindset. Like this is just the movie, and just forget about the video games. Let's just do the movie. And if you go into this movie with that mindset, you'll probably be happy with the outcome of this movie. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I got for you guys today. Let me guys know which in the comment section what you guys think about this trailer. If you guys like it, if you guys don't like it, you know, who do you guys want to see in this movie? Yeah, let me know in the comment section. You guys have a wonderful, amazing day. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I highly appreciate it. We're reaching almost 200. So we're on our way to 200, I should say. So help me get there if you guys can. Please, I really, really appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful, amazing day. I'll see you guys later.